I wanted to give a proper intro to the video footage that you're going to see in this video. We did have a tear out. It was of a PVC system. In a previous video, I showed how when PVC is on 2% or more slope, it drops the sediment. The water outruns the debris that it's carrying in the water. PVC has to be at a strict 1%. In areas where you have 2%, 3%, 4%, PVC is going to clog. This is an example right here of a bunch of shingle gravel that is built up. I'm going to show you a system that's a 6-inch PVC system. It was ran on 2% slope. The water outran the sediment that it was carrying. And the sediment continued to build up in this 6-inch PVC pipe. To add to it, PVC pipe only has holes on the bottom. So once the debris filled up the bottom portion of the pipe, it no longer had any inlet to take in additional water. Now, when we're tearing out this PVC system and I'm showing it to you, I mention in the video clip that you're going to see next that we're going to save that PVC. And the reason why we're going to save that PVC pipe, we'll run 4-inch corrugated pipe in some old, torn out PVC from a failed French drain system. We'll run it under a driveway that way because it does have a mighty crush rating. So we repurpose the old French drain pipe that we tear out and we use it as a raceway underneath driveways. All right, everybody, I hope you appreciate all the video that we're putting together. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. So we have a PVC system that we ripped out of the ground. PVC only has holes on the bottom. Let me show you what this looks like. You have a row of holes on the center of your trench. Then a little off center, another row of holes. A little off center, another row of holes. So this is best case scenario. If you have the PVC that has the 3 lines to take in water. Now, this was on 2% slope. And everybody wants to say, oh, PVC pipe doesn't silt up. Well, I don't know what to tell you guys, because this system cost the community tens of thousands of dollars. Now, our high octane pipe, it has 8 inlets, 360 degrees all the way around the pipe. All the way around the pipe. Big inlets, the largest inlets in the industry. You cannot find a pipe with more inlet than high octane. So let's get you guys back to the basics, to the next part of the series, where we're going to go over failure, what failure looks like, and how to prevent it. We're replacing a failed French drain system. What failed on this was the fact that they used PVC pipe. To make matters worse, they didn't use a good non-woven geotextile filter fabric that's double punched in a 4-ounce to 8-ounce. We're going to take this pipe out, we're going to cut it, and we're going to take it back. Because I'll use PVC as a sleeve, I'll use PVC for different things. This is a 6-inch pipe, this is expensive material. We'll make use of it. But outside of that, there's nothing wrong with it besides the fact that it was applied to an outdoor French drain system, which we preach not to do. Once it got sediment in it, let me explain what happens. Once it gets sediment in it, there's 3 holes on the bottom. So the center hole is pointed to the bottom of the trench. That plugs right away. I mean, that plugs like pretty much immediately. So you're flowing less water already. Now you just got the 2 side holes that come up on the side, flowing water until the sediment builds up and it starts to restrict them. When you're not moving enough water through the pipe, you no longer can flush sediment out of it. As we talk about all the time, see how there's no holes? Only on the bottom. See, corrugated pipe has holes 360 degrees all the way around. So it's always going to flow water. On those really, really hard rains, those torrential rains, those thunderstorms, it'll literally flush out any sediment Now we wrap ours in a 4-ounce to 8-ounce non-woven geotextile filter fabric that's double punched, so we're not going to have any issues. But unfortunately, when you use PVC pipe with only holes pointing down and you have no fabric wrapping the system, unfortunately that is just a disaster waiting to happen. This system ran for 2 years only. The community paid good money to have this system put in. PVC is not cheap, and it lasted 2 years. So the community, they had to live with this thing not working for years before the HOA was able to collect enough money and a new board came around with new ambitions to do their research, to find French Drain Man, our recipe, our blueprint. They understand it. They know the truth behind PVC pipe with only holes on the bottom that point down. You don't have holes 360 degrees, so you can't take water in. Once there's sediment on the bottom of this pipe, you're done. And if you don't use a really good non-woven geotextile filter fabric, the sediment's going to find this pipe that much quicker, and it's done. All right, everybody. Until that next video.